We are documenting all of our processes, okay? We are about to see this space, and although this may not be the space for expansion, it's all about manifesting, right, babe?
Absolutely. So we're gonna go check this place out, this commercial property, and definitely in a season of growth, expansion, diversity, and manifestation.
Period. It's like when before we got the house.
Yeah.
We manifested at first, just doing house tours. Just sometimes you gotta just actively seek out the dream. Not saying that thing is gonna be the one.
Yeah, you gotta do the legwork.
Walk into it.
Faith without works is dead. So we're gonna definitely go in here and see if God speak to us.
Exactly.
Make a decision from there. But it's definitely worth it. And look forward to it.
It's like we telling God, like, we ready. You know, starting the conversation, like I said.
Yes.
Sometimes he got to see it. Like, okay, you say it, you talking about it, but are you gonna book that tour? You know, are you gonna, write that dream down? Are you gonna start that website, start that LLC, get that business credit card? You know.
Absolutely. Name of the game. And we're gonna try to do all this with other people's money.
Yeah.
Yes.
And babe, you teaching me a lot about that. You hear it, but when you don't see it, that's not something you grew up knowing about, and a lot of us, Black people, like, a lot of us don't have the financial literacy.
Yes.
So it's
important. It's important. Knowledge is power. And knowledge is our greatest asset. And when it comes to wealth building and trying to expand and scale, it's required, a lot of times. We ain't all come up with money, so we have to definitely research and make smart financial decisions.
Period.
Yeah.
What got you in the business credit game? Like, just the knowledge? Having an interest for the knowledge?
Being scammed. Being scammed, and
that's okay. It's funny because that's like a story. Like, like motherfuckers we trying to know, like, what's the journey?
Yeah, being scammed. Someone telling me, they can get your business credit up, and you can have access to all these different big lines of business credit and business funds and things like that, and paying somebody to just run off with the money is what made me dedicate to research and come to my own conclusions on the benefits and the pros and the cons, and that's how I started getting into it. And then once I learned it, it became consuming, and it's a great way to get ahead, get that business off the ground, go look at commercial properties. Never know when a recession gonna come or anything. People talking recessions,
right?
So we want to be in position to be able to buy those things when the market drop, and be in position, because for African Americans and blacks, just African Americans and middle class to lower class people, recessions is a bad time.
Right.
But for wealth builders and investors,
that window to just get in.
It's the greatest time for them. So we want to put ourselves in that position and this is a great way to do it. Get them business lines of credit, get them business credit cards, you know, so when it's time to buy, you know, you're in position to do so. So, yeah.
That's so lit. Like, it's so dope when you can take a messed up situation and just blossom for it.
Yeah, because for every, like Steve Harvey said, you know, through every mistake, you know, it's two things you learn. You learn from it, and it's a blessing in it, you know, so you just can't quit, and that's what I didn't do. Instead of hold my head down when in regards to the business stuff,
You dived right in.
I just dove in, like, let me learn it. I don't want to get played like that no more. And so
It almost like it was on purpose, though, like for God to shift you, because you already was talking about, you know, not necessarily retiring from driving the trucks, but just diversifying, like, you know, just kind of doing it in a different way.
yeah,
And God spoke, you know, he moved some mountains. And sometimes we think when we put stuff out there, it's gonna look easy and grand and like super clear, but it be all over the place. But you know, it always comes together.
you just gotta see it through.
Yeah.
Got to definitely see it through. So with this commercial space, potentially, or another commercial space, how do you feel about it? You excited?
I am excited to just walk in, just be in the process, like, you know, not being committed to the idea of like, this is the space. Because with the other shop, it was like, this is the space. Like, I didn't do no more, like, I didn't do no other touring.
Exactly.
Like, that was the only place I toured. I just felt it. I knew it, that was the space. So now I feel like now I'm able to really just enjoy the process of touring and seeing what's the possibility of what's next, being creative from a space of like leverage versus the need to be in a space, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because we don't need to expand. It's coming from a place of wanting and having fun with it, and no like real pressure on committing to this space or whatever the next space is. It's like,
Exactly. Yeah, the process is always fun. The process is always fun. So, how far is it? Not that far from the house?
not that far from the house. With traffic, about 25, 28 minutes.
Not bad.
Yeah, so a lot of people were saying, like, you know, the IE, there's a need for it, a spot like that, you know, black owned, because everybody still comes to LA. But
There's a market for it.
yeah, it's just, you know, I think just what I was talking about, like, okay, is it LA? Well, is it like California, LA, Pomona, you know, like out here? Is it out of state? You know, we've been entertaining Atlanta, you know, that's like a second hub for us, and some potential opportunities in the future for us. So that's what
Yeah, I'm baking it.
but yeah, it's I'm enjoying it, and then I get to do it with you, so it's like I didn't have this the first time. I didn't have like a business partner. I didn't have that person with me to be able to be like, okay, like what you think and stuff. I mean, outside of my mom's support, of course, but it was like, it wasn't this.
Yeah, bounce ideas off.
Yeah. Getting second opinion, like, okay, what you think about like this, or imagining this, or, you know, the semantics.
That's important. The partnering up, partnerships, that's key too. You know, that's a big key to be able to partner up and grow. Because you only gonna go so far by yourself.
Exactly.
You know, so group economics is something we talk about. You know, so we're definitely gonna document the process through all the journey of getting another shop. You know,
getting more cars.
We
got our car on Turo and it is going up.
Right. So we're scaling that immediately.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to document the process and hopefully you guys find some inspiration in it and understand that anybody can do it. Research, mindset, and just apply yourself in action.
Yep.
You know?
For sure. That mindset is everything. Everything, because it's the foundation. Because even when you do get the stuff that you're manifesting and dreaming about, it's about then it becomes maintaining. How are you gonna maintain maintenance and be able to be aware of when to delegate? Like, if you so focused on, you know, this is just the goal and you don't have no appreciation for it because you didn't enjoy the process, then it may not last as long. And we play the long game. That's why we doing, you know, stuff like this. It's like, we know that the most successful people play the long game. You know, we understand invest first, return later. You know, and that's with everything, not even financially.
Yes.
Love it. What are you most excited about just the process with, you know, the salon in your mindset, you know, outside of everything else we're going to be doing, but the salon being that, you know, it's something that, you know, a brand that I started, but it's like we're merging stuff together. So how do you feel being on like that side of it, like becoming that partner, you know?
I'm still learning it. I think you definitely have more of the logistics of it, and so the exciting part for me is finding the place and helping with the getting it up and running. So I guess that is the logistics. That's the most fun part for me gonna be, like just watching it go from this empty space to something great, you know. So that's exciting to me, and just the willingness, the fearfulness to scale when the opportunity meets, you know. Preparation beats opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm excited about that. Definitely excited about all the other adventures we're gonna dive into. But yeah, just looking forward to getting in a space that's for us and getting it up and running and continuing to expand that brand, expand it, you know, one day franchise it, possibly, you know.
Yep.
Yes.
Because it has a style to it. It's
yeah,
like,
it's already got.
It's a culture.
Yeah, it's already got a ring to it. It's already up and going. So we're just trying to continue the momentum in areas that we are comfortable with, knowledgeable in.
Yeah.
That's important, you know, not to just go off the cliff with everything, but definitely in the areas that we are familiar with, that we have had success or currently having success in, to expand when possible, when the timing is right. And so that's the exciting part.
Do you see any correlation with you know, having your own trucking business into now, like, really be passionate and interested in the Turo space? So it's like it's still transportation, but like any other correlations that you see that makes it fun for you with Turo? That started in trucking.
So Turo is a little more passive, well, a lot more passive. It's less hands-on. So that's a great thing. The con to it though is you do have to deal with people. You know, you have to deal with people. You have to be courteous and them things you don't necessarily have to be in trucking.
Everybody mean in trucking. I was playing.
No, it's just drivers go through a lot. So, but yeah, you have to, cater to people. You have to service these people. You have a service you provide, and you want it to be the best experience, the best quality, and so them are things as opposed to trucking. It's just dropping loads and going, and you don't really have to interact with people like that. But Turo you do, but benefit is it's more passive, and you can expand and scale a lot faster.
In Turo?
Yeah. You can scale.
Less
and
overhead is there.
Yeah, less overhead. You can scale faster. And overhead when it comes to maintenance and stuff like that, you don't have, it's a lot less than trucking. But trucking is still definitely a good thing. And
what's the funnest part of Turo so far that you found?
Every Wednesday when they send money.
That part. When it just pop in.
Yeah.
What did he say? Active, passive income.
Yeah. So that part, and just getting them 5-star reviews is important, and that's always a good thing, So you start to
all 5-star though.
All 5 stars.
All 5 stars.
Yeah, that's fun.
All 5 stars.
So
all-star hosts.
You start to not you start to take pride in it a little bit, So. Yeah, but I definitely like the passive part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most important is the passive part. That time, the freedom of time when it comes to that.
It's so cool how it just works, because remember, like you're saying, before you got together, the truck, you already...
Yeah, I took the pictures for it. I had that thing ready to go. But timing is everything. A right car is everything.
Right.
Cause I think that thing only got booked out one time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Remember
that.
It got booked out.
Memorial
GPS,
or something. I mean, was it something?
Yeah, it was like Memorial or Labor Day or something.
Oh yeah, we was
chancing it. We didn't have a GPS.
She could have took off. She could have took off with our car. Oh my God.
Yeah. We had God, but no GPS. But we had God with us, boy, because that car could have been gone.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
The type of car is important, because that truck only got booked out one time. So knowing the season, knowing your area, knowing the market, and all that is important when it comes to Turo. But once you get that thing flowing and rolling, it's a snowball.
And economy cars.
And economy cars is either economy or luxury, and all that in between stuff.
Yeah.
It ain't even. It's either economy, luxury cars.
Yeah. And the luxury is it's gonna get booked out probably slower, but the price is higher.
Yeah.
Economy is it's gonna be continuously. It's not gonna be buku, but the fact that it get booked out continuously, that it adds up. And then the fact that you're getting it every week, it's
So yeah, definitely like that.
And then once people start, getting to know you, you get recurring customers and stuff.
Yeah, one other day, Well, she got the car now.
That's fire.
Yeah, she got the car right now.
And that's just a choice, we made collectively on with getting this car. Already having that car was okay, that could have been traded in. We make an executive decision that one still had a car note, but it was low maintenance car note. It's a low maintenance car. let's put it on Turo. So sometimes you invest, and us meaning the car note, but it's making us passive income. So I think it's the same concept with credit cards, pretty much. Like,
yeah, you use whatever it is, the tool, to create more avenues and streams of income.
yeah.
I mean, that's the way of life. I mean, it's about leverage. It's definitely about leveraging, because, like, if you think about it, the United States is like one of the richest places. People come over here illegally all over across the world to get here because of the opportunity to build wealth and everything like that. But also, it's funny because America is also in $1 trillion worth of debt. How is it the richest and in the debt? Because they know how to leverage it.
Yep.
They know how to leverage debt, and so that's important. Knowing how to leverage debt and what is good debt and what's considered bad debt, and the difference between personal debt and business debt and things like that is important.
What's the example of good debt versus bad debt for the people that don't know?
An example is simple, like say for instance, like, just hypothetically, you got people that you already got a relationship with car rental places or something, and you know that you have a credit card, and maybe you have a line of credit and business stuff, business lines of credit, business credit cards, and you know that if you go get this Ferrari, it's gonna cost you $250,000, but you have $500,000-$600,000 in business credit and stuff like that. You buy that with that car may cost you $250,000, but you know that the return on it is going to be $500,000. So you'll spend that $250,000 on that business credit card, and that business credit card has a $250,000 debt on there. Not that you're not going to pay it off, but you're gonna leverage that debt in order to make $500,000, which in terms you pay the $250,000 back, and you pay the $250,000 back, and now you have a $250,000 profit. So it's all about, that's considered good debt. Anything that you can make like a 5% return on is considered good debt. If you can make a 5% return, boom, that's good debt. Use the business credit card, get that property or get that car, or start that business, and turn it into profit.
I love that, and that changes people's mindset.
So that's good debt. All right,
here we go. What you think about the space, the location?
Let's get out and see.
Okay, so we're about to look at both. It's the plaza. What you think about the plaza so far?
Got the counter, like in the box.
Okay.
Yeah,
This one's $1,500.
about half of this, baby.
About almost a little more than half, but okay. What used to be here?
This was it was like women Pilates. I was here.
Oh, okay.
Well, like specifically for like 40-year-old women and up. I don't know.
Oh, the bathroom needs a lot of work.
Like Pilates, yoga, something.
When?
This is like 2 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I definitely not want to be in the same room.
Needs flooring. Needs ceiling.
The status for you guys is spot in Gardena.
Um,
When you moved in,
It was like how it looked, or just
or like before you guys started building out there.
It was. So sorry, just gonna answer your question. It was more of like what all needed to be done.
Oh no, like was a condition like something like this?
Oh
Or
no,
was
no, no.
worse?
It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the walls had, I guess like they had mirrors that like the glue, when you tear off the big mirror, like
Let's see.
paint the walls,
Okay.
I didn't do anything as far as the
Definitely got
flooring, the flooring's
potential.
the same.
Okay.
Just that partition wall, I just did with that.
So we can see. Oh, that's just like it.
Luckily I have a
Hey,
gate.
that's like the shop.
Right.
Somebody
I
will fucking
just
kill
like,
themselves.
I love the gate because I had to pay for the gate.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that, you know,
This shit is dangerous though. We gonna fuck around and get sued.
I was like, please make sure the lever is up.
So this is the parking lot, and you know what I'm saying, we out here manifesting. Definitely can see some signs up there, you know, of the brand. But got a Jack in the Box. College is not too far from here, and it's Pomona, you know, it's a lot of potential. It's definitely a space where people will come. Parking lot, it's a lot of available parking spaces. So, you know, it definitely is looking at it and seeing what's up. All right. We'll get at you in a second.
All right, baby. Thoughts?
Big spaces. A lot of opportunity, different things you can do with it. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it needs some work though.
Yeah.
It's gonna need some work, but it's got a lot of potential as far as the space. Suites look real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that other one.
For sure.
But so how did it didn't talk to you though, huh? Did it speak to you, or what?
The first one spoke more.
Okay.
Because once we went to the other one and then went back to that one,
Okay.
because I forgot about the suite I did. I don't know why. I just forgot. And then going back to the second one, I was like, okay, I see suites here, of course, versus the other one. The other one is going to cost us way too much for cosmetic stuff. And it just wasn't given, like, what we trying to give.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know. I'm not mad at the location. It doesn't look like grimy over here as I initially not thought, but just, you know, you don't know. Pomona is hit or miss. Yeah.
So what is the square footage? I mean, what was the price?
$1.65.
$1.65.
And then
And it's that first one's 1,500 square feet.
yeah, yep, 15. And so it's $1.65 per square foot, and then 46 cents per square foot. So
Okay, I got you. $1.65. So that, you might as well just add the 40 with it, right?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's 205.
Mm-hmm.
1.65 plus 0.40. 205 times 1,500.
Yeah, I think it's 45 cents.
That's over $3,000 for that space.
Really? Damn, what math was I doing this time?
What did you say it was?
It was $1.65 per square foot.
Yeah, I got that. If
And
you
then
times
triple-
that by 15,
And then the triple
100.
net.
that's 2,400 right there. Just the $1.65
Oh, damn. Probably
times
the triple net is like 45,
That was
46 cents.
40 something cent. So yeah, over $3,000. Look how you look.
That ain't gonna make, I mean, it's like, it's crazy because it's like what we talking about as far as scaling. It's like, okay,
That's a big move.
with it being sweets, it's like, okay,
Possible.
3 tenants is
Cover
the
that.
whole, it cover all of that. And the utilities.
So is that when it comes to the suites, do they pay a monthly or weekly or bi-weekly?
Monthly usually, because it's like they're renting their own little shop.
Got you. Business within a business.
Yeah, I always, kind of offer flexibility, because even with the girls with the booth rent, I offer monthly too, because that is what worked for me. And that's what I wish that was an option for me when I was working in the salon, because with doing publicist work and traveling too, there will be some weeks I'm not there, so it'll be hard to get to pay weekly.
In 7 days.
In 7 days versus having a whole month, I can,
Make
collect.
money.
So I always like to offer that option. So I wouldn't be mad at adding that as an option.
Giving that as an option.
Too. Yeah.
So what would be the price range for something like that? What are you thinking?
I definitely think that we should have different size suites, so that way, it can be arranged, like different type of spectrum. So like if it's a stylist or someone that has an assistant, like they can have a bigger suite to where they can fit their chair, their assistant's chair. Or if they have another stylist, a partner, that they want to take on with them, that's cool. And then that way, like the whole subleasing thing, like with the last person we had at the shop, it like that something can go down there. That will be an agreement there. And then it could be someone who like just wants a small, cute little intimate space. It's just them. They take their own clients. That's that. It'll be smaller.
So what do you think? Carpet in there?
No, because with the hair.
Oh yeah. That's a fact.
Or spilling and stuff like that. Yeah, no carpet.
Towel.
Yeah.
And what do you think them price ranges go from?
I think the smallest suite, for sure, is like 800. 800, the smallest suite, because we ain't gonna make it so it's not small, like about the same size as the suite in the other salon. That's 800, and then, or we can do it to where it's like we price it like how they be pricing square feet type of thing, to where it helps determine the other prices.
Got you.
Oh man, I don't know. What you think about them? Like, can you?
I'm just
do you
on the
see
financial
there?
side.
Right.
I mean, if you tell me the numbers make sense, I'm all for it. The numbers, as long as the numbers and everything make sense, then it's a no problem. It's a no brainer. It's just that's the way my process is like.
Yeah.
Well, you like with any investing, I think it's you got to know the numbers.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you know the numbers, and get the numbers together and everything like that, and there's some kind of profit margin in it. It's just nothing.
Uh-oh.
She's about to kill us too. Oh shit, I knew I should have drive. Some told me to drive on the way back.
Nah, okay.
So that's the big thing. I mean, with anything, it's just when we come to trying to scale and everything, we just got to make sure we're scaling in things that is going to cash flow. And
that's my reservation. I mean, not reservation as in like that's gonna like stop it, but that's the thing that I want to like, and I'm sure it's the same, but make sure like, okay, the cash flow is like in, and we're not getting over our head with everything because of like life. We still got life expenses, the other salon expenses. We still got other stuff to pay for. So it's like, okay, is cash flow good because even with getting the business credit and everything, we want to be able to maintain cash flow to pay that stuff, to keep it in good standing, to maintain bills, and to have, you know, play money too and stuff.
Yeah, so the model is we invest in things that's going to at minimum pay itself.
Yeah.
If we have to start taking from this pot to this pot to pay this, then we, you know, that's where it can get dangerous. But
yeah, so
it's all about investing in things, the shop, whatever it is, that at least take care of its expenses. If you take care of the expenses and make some type of profit margin, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like these man, I forgot. But like MTA, that big ass thing make millions and millions of dollars a year. Their profit margin is like 4% only. But that's still a big chunk.
The overhead and stuff.
But they are still profiting.
Yeah.
So that's all it's about. It's about as long as it can pay for itself, the bills and
I get what you're saying.
the expenses. If it pays for itself and it's a profit margin in it that makes sense, then it's all good.
Right.
So you just have to come up with the numbers, and that's going to come with pricing. That's going to come with figuring out what you're charging for the suites.
Yeah.
What you're charging for it, everything like that. And once you factor in all them numbers, you estimate the bills. Always try to estimate it a little higher, and then you subtract and come up with your number of profit margin. And if you're okay with the profit margin on that profit monthly, then it's all good. If the numbers are too low on the profit margin, then maybe it ain't even necessarily worth doing it. Not speaking of that, but just in any business, right?
Yeah.
So, but definitely,
it just becomes more work.
Yeah, and that's more work than it is.
And that's what we're trying to get away from,
right.
You know.
So, you know,
working too hard.
Exactly.
And incurring too many expenses.
And making like a real small profit margin. That's gonna be the key. So it just depends on, once you break down the numbers, if it makes sense, expenses, bills, what's remaining. If that's a big enough profit margin, then it's all good. So then we just have to determine what type of profit margin are we looking for in that.
Yeah.
Like what are we comfortable with netting?
Ooh, that's gonna be on you.
Monthly.
That's your department.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how we break that down, and then make a decision.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, if Pomona or anywhere in this area is the place, one of the places, the next place maybe, like the first word you said earlier, like diversity, like building diversity. And I mean, I'm coming from that from the place of like culturally too.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want Sade Styles in the Braid Lounge and that whole thing to be just black. You know, of course, black women, you know, we own braids, but I want the other cultures to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, black women own braids, the braid culture and stuff. But we welcome you too, just based on allyship.
Absolutely.
And so offering suites and, you know, like even the brokery, like my friend does lashes. You know, I'm sure she's not black. But you know, it's like, even I think that this space with having suites will offer the opportunity for us to diversify.
Yeah.
And that's the cool part, I think. And even if we go to like Atlanta, that's still gonna be black. I mean, it's gonna be other people too, but like that's still black.
That's gonna be the hub.
Right. That's still black, and that's a thing too that we're, you know, going to do for sure. You know, whether it's now or later.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah. Just gotta do the numbers.
Yes.
what it boiled down to is the numbers.
Oh, it's exciting though. Definitely gonna enjoy the process. So what's like, to end the people off, something you've learned today or something that was like, that just spoke out to you today?
Motion, just action, motion, footwork, just put down, just stomping the pavement, that's why it was important to come, because that's where it starts, so pretty much just what spoke to me was like, get the ball rolling, let's go check it out, let's go do it. That's just got to be our motivation going into, ending this year and going into next year, 2023. It's just about manifestation, action, educating ourselves, and yeah, anything is possible. That's what's supposed to be like. It's all possible. Like, it's just, you gotta take that step. Like, that first step is just, going to check it out.
Yeah.
And like I said, like, God will speak to you. It'll come. Like, yeah, this is it. This is the one. But you have to just do the action work. And yeah.
I love that. Because even with just like us talking to him, like, about the space, it's like we know how this goes as far as like the different questions we've asked, but him asking other stuff like about the conventional use permit and stuff, like you say, like, asking, well, what's the process of that? Like, that's something we didn't know, and so now we know, we got a new nugget that we know for the next situation. So
event spaces, got to get that permit, and that thing can take up to 8 months.
Yeah.
So if that's the goal, get ahead of the curve.
Yep. And what he say, apply with the city first, and then
they got to first come check out the property, then apply, then they have to get approved. So it's just a whole process with that. So definitely plan a year ahead if you're looking to do event spaces, and just to be on the safe side, just plan ahead.
And location. We don't have our event space yet, so we're not speaking from a place of experience, just a place of knowledge, but just people, the fact that we want to get and we know what it takes to host events and stuff. Location matters, parking matters. Like, that would determine. For me, I'm like, what's the parking? Parking determines a lot when it comes to events. So
yeah, that's a headache in itself.
Man,
Jesus.
keep that in mind. For me today, I think it's similar to yours. This is about like motion and just getting things done. Like, sometimes we put things out, ideas out there, but then we sit on it, and some stuff does deserve to be sat on and just filtered out and marinated a bit. But some stuff that can be done, it's like, just do it. Like, set the tone for next year, and know that if procrastination is one of the things that you suffer from, which we all do, challenge yourself to just get certain things done, because the more you sit on it, the more it festers. So that's something that I exercised today, like planning a certain event that we're gonna have at the salon. It was like, no, let's just get it done. Like, call, hey, what's up? Let's lock it in.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff requires urgency, and Coach Kelly J, who I took her workshop, that was one of the things she was saying. Like, smart business people move with urgency.
Urgency, I like that.
Urgency and not impulsive on emotion and stuff. Like, 'cause I think that, again, some stuff deserves to be sat on and thought about.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like certain decisions, because sometimes you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. You underpromise and overdeliver.
That's cold. It's a gym.
That's a gym. So we're gonna keep y'all updated what we got going. We are doing some things at the salon that small business owners and entrepreneurs and just people who are interested in the space are going to benefit from. So
Yes.
tune in. Where they gonna follow you at, baby?
On all platforms.
Coach Porter. Introducing, y'all heard it here first, Coach Porter.
Yes. Business
What's
credit.
your name, baby?
Business credit. Yeah, that word. Literature.
Yes.
Yes. That's
Trucking expert. Okay. Entrepreneurship. Coach Porter.
Bye. Bye, y'all.
And Sade. Hey, Sade. 4 Ys. That's the hub. You'll follow everything else from there. We love y'all.
See you later.
Stay blessed. Tap in.